All right, as per usual, from the gate to the 30-foot line, it is illegal to intentionally impede the progress of a rider. That same rule applies from the exit of turn 3 all the way to the finish line. Riders, if you go down out on the track, parents, please resist the urge to hop the fence and run out there. We have people all over the track stationed to help them. If we need you, we will call for you. And last and certainly not least, obviously, not a lot of motos today, but please be up there with plenty of time. We don't want to have anybody miss a moto on this fine Saturday afternoon. And with that, everybody please direct your attention over to the flag on the 4th straightaway. Rise and remove your hats for the national anthem. All right, balance bikes up in the gate. Rain Williams to staging. Rain Williams, head on over to staging. Oh my goodness, today's going to be a struggle for me. I was like halfway through the football game and I was like, oh, my voice is going away. This isn't great. And then by the time I got home, I'm like, oh, I don't have a voice. And I get like the first chance to announce the track that I've had in 2 weeks. And I have no voice. Rain is not racing. Cool. Thank you. Yeah, it's October. The sun's not supposed to be that big of an issue anymore. Corner officials heading over to their spots. Finish line, are you guys good? All right, we're going to race one full lap for the bounce bikes. Got Grant Barriere, Zoe Quinn, Madeline Melman up here in the gate.
Attention.
Okay, riders,
I can
random
only
start.
count to 4.
Riders ready, watch the gate.
All right, down everybody. Looks like pretty good shot out of, I believe, Grant out of the middle of the pack, 3 years old, Blue Springs local, going in and out of turn number 1. Usually we do 2 rounds. They're going to do 1 full lap around the track, get the rewards today, and then call it a day for the bounce bikes. Is he bobbing his head? It's like, oh, he's smiling big too. It's like, oh, this isn't half track. I can go the full way. Cool. Is Madeline in second? I don't have a plate number, but I'm assuming that's her in second. Madeline Melman coming out of in and out of turn number 2. Zoe coming down to 2 straightaway as well. I'll say it again if you move faster. Go, go, go. 2. I can count to 2. I guess if my voice is scratchy, I can do a cool little, like, rasp on the rock songs. He said, please don't do that. Oh, we got walking lessons. We got racing lessons at the finish line at the same time. Grant coming across at the 1 spot. So we go. Go. Can I go faster? Can we get a moment for Colin Deal being the coolest human in the world? He's picking up leaves in turn 3. We got to get that man a leaf blower. Oh, is it a stick? Hey, Colin, there's a leaf blower in turn 1 if you'd like it. He's like, nah, we good. Madeline coming across second. Here comes Zoe all the way over the last jump, getting nice and loud for her. Blue Springs BMX. That'll do it for the balance bikes. So close. Go, 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 go. Wave the flag. Right. I heard it. I'm like, wait, there's one right there. There's one there.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Bam, gate is down. Motor number 2, 10-year-old cruisers got Jackson Bowie, EJ Hawthorne, Team Money, Trenton Stewart, and the bullet head, Braden Holt. Down the first straightaway. Pretty good shot. Hawthorne on the outside, but it's off. Coming out of turn number 1, Bowie going to grab up a whole shot. He's got Hawthorne, Holt in the 2-3, Team Money back to the 4. Oh, Hawthorne doing a little shopping in and out of turn number 2. Couldn't quite show him a wheel and seal the deal. Going down through the 3 straightaway. Going to tuck on back for the 2 spot. Taking one rider on out to the main event of this one. The freight train trying to hold on tight. Hawthorne got a little back wheel white line love right there all the way back to me. He said, I'll go for round number 2. It's all right. Going to go Bowie for the transfer spot out of 2. Gates down to motor number 3, 14-year-old cruisers. Gal, Velasquez, Williams, Myers, King, and Kepka. Pretty good shot out of Kepka in and out of turn number 1. Going to go Kepka, Myers, and Velasquez. 1, 2, and 3 taking 2 on out to a main event out of this one. Hardcore Realty Killer still sitting out of the 1 spot. He got the boogeyman all over the hip pocket trying to find a way on by. Myers pulling right up alongside as we go in turn number 3.
Attention.
2 going out. They're racing like it's 1 spot up for grabs. Got a drag race coming all the way back to me. Velasquez trying to take advantage. Going to go Kepka and Myers for your transfer spots out of motor number 3. Oh my goodness. 5 and under novice. 2 of them out there. Looks like Cates and Gwen got a couple of sick Campbells today, I believe. We got 2 riders going down in and out of turn number 1. Feeder off the pedals. I believe that's for Raven. Getting back on it nice and quick. 980 ride going to be Ivy Gwen leading them down through the 2 straightaway. Hardcore Realty colors. all the way back to me. Raven trying to hold onto the wheel, make it nice and close down through the section, taking one rider on out to the event, and the other rider will get a boat ride in round number 2.
Attention.
Both of these riders going to be racing in the
Okay, riders.
main event for the
start.
school awards out here later on in the night. Pulling in a little bit closer as we come in and out of turn number 3. Got a good one coming all the way back to us. Ivy trying to hold on strong all the way back to the line. That's how it's going to go. Ivy Gwynn going to get that transfer spot out of moto number 4. 5 is the moto number. 6-year-old novice got Carter Jackson, Allen Melman, and Piper Harves. Looks like Harves and Jackson out on the 1-2. Allen trying to find a way on by. Coming on over from the outside. Not quite going to have enough. Going to go Harves, Jackson, and Melman 1, 2, 3 as we go down through the section. Princess Piper for the Edge Racing Crew stretching it on out just a little bit. Ooh.
Attention.
Not great.
Okay, riders.
All the way back to me. Allen trying to find a way on up to the 2-spot. Total points racing on this one. Every spot's going to count. All the way back home. Piper Harves going to grab up the first 1 spot. Oh, we'll wait for the call on the line. Believe that was Carter getting the 2. Carter Jackson getting that 2 spot. Allen Melman for the 3 out of moto number 5. 6 is the moto number. 7-year-old novice got fast-headed Bailey, Layla Lynn, and Isabel Gwynn. But ride sitting out front looks like Layla Lynn coming out of Independence, Missouri for the Carnage KCR crew. Bailey trying to slide on up to the 2 spot. Going to make it happen. Looks like fast-headed Bailey moving Gwynn on back to the 3 spot. Going to go Lynn, Bailey, and Gwynn. Here comes Elliott on the inside line. Going to go 3rd to 1st and about a straightaway.
Okay, riders. Random start.
Total points racing on this one. Once again, every spot's going to count all the way back home. Here comes Gwynn trying to make a way on by Layla Lynn for that 2 spot. All the way back home. Going to go Bailey, Gwynn, and Lynn 1, 2, and 3. Sorry, y'all. 7 is the... Seven is the moto number. 9-year-old novice. The one a little squirrely. Going to get Remy checked out right here. Looks like Johnny Melman sitting out front right now. Got Velasquez on back to the 2 spot. All right, as we get Remy checked out, I believe that was Johnny Melman coming on back for the 1 spot. Low points going into round 2, followed up by Velasquez. And speaking of the moment, Remy Robinson back up on her feet. She's walking right at you guys. Give her a hand, y'all. Let her hear you. Oh, she's going to finish out the lap, too. She said, I'm good. Let me ride. Let me get on my bike. Good job, Remy.
Attention.
Okay, riders. Random start. Riders ready. Watch the gate.
Gate is down on motor number 8. 12-year-old novice guy, Robinson, Harrell, Miracle, and King going in and out of turn number 1. Tires are a rubbing. Pretty good shot out of 709. A Miracle had a pretty good shot on it. Now it's the 820. 642 coming on by. Tucker Robinson. Got Robinson and Miracle running 1 and 2. Riley King on back to the 3 spot. Jacqueline Harrell running out the top 4. Miracle trying to hold off the whole wide world. King trying to find a way on by, but we're taking 2 on out to the main event out of this one. Miracle holding on for the second spot, but it's all Tucker Robinson coming out of Raymore, Missouri back to the line. Oh, foot came off the pedal, going to hold on to it. Going to go Robinson and Miracle for your transfer spots out of 8. 9 is the moto number. 15-year-old novice got Henry Campbell, Skylar Visnich, and Blake Laney. Looks like Laney and Visnich out running 1 and 2 right now, missing Henry Campbell. Going to get him scratched on off for the day. Once again, believe the Campbell family is out for the evening. Coming back at me, though, it's Laney and Visnich out running 1 and 2. Skylar trying to keep it nice and close down through the section. Total points on this one. Blake trying to come away from round number 1 with a low point, make his life a little easier for the following round. Skylar trying to swing the pendulum a little bit her way, coming all the way back to me. It's going to be Blake Laney. Donut Factory out of KCMO grabbing up the 1 spot. Skylar Visnich for the 2. On into the intermediate class. 8-year-old intermediates, motor number 10, got Austin Miller, Axel Miracle, and Seth Daly. Pretty good shot out of Miracle and Miller running 1 and 2. Daly on back to the 3. Here comes Austin Miller on the outside trying to find a way on by. Oh, side by side. He tests Axel. Axel holds strong inside line as we go in and out of turn number 2. Still Miracle and Miller out running first and second. Austin is all over that white line trying to find a way on by. Axel didn't quite shut the door. There goes Miller on by for the 1 spot as we go in and out of turn number 3. Miller, Miracle, Daly, 1, 2, and 3. Total points racing on this one all the way back to me. Going to be tight the entire day. Going to go Miller for the low point in round number 1, followed up by Miracle and Daly, 1, 2, and 3. 11 is the moto number. 10-year-old intermediates got Trenton T-Money, Stuart Creighton Harves, and Stinky Dylan Harrell. T-Money got a little wide line love by Harrell. Immediately gets the same treatment from Harves going in and out of turn number 1. Going to go Harves, Harrell, Stewart, 1, 2, and 3. Single file as we go down into turn number 2. Entering the section. Edge Racing Colors out on the 1 spot, followed up by Bicycle Shack and Purple Heart Racing, rounding out the top 3. Not total points on this one. Taking 1 rider on out to the main event.
Attention.
Okay, rider.
All the way back to me. A little airtime out of Harves all the way back to the line. Going to go Creighton for the transfer spot out of motor number 11. 12 is the motor number. Got Bass, Davidson, and Ethan Deal. These are your 11 intermediates coming out of turn 1. Pretty good shot out of Davidson, followed up by his teammate Benny the Jet Bass and another teammate Ethan Deal running 1, 2, 3 down through the 2 straightaway. Down through the section, still Davidson trying to stretch it on out just a little bit, but he's got Benny the Jet all over the wheel, not letting him stretch it out too far.
Attention.
Okay, riders. Random start.
That's how it's going to go all the way back to the line. Total points on this one going to go Davidson, Bass, and Deal. You're 1, 2, 3 out of 12. 13's the motor number. Got a good one coming all the way back to me. 12 intermediates. Got McMorris, Johnson, Roberts, Wise, and Johnson. Oh, AJ got a pretty good shot, looks like. McMorris and London Johnson rounding out the top 3, followed by White and Roberts. Down in and out of turn number 2, McMorris trying to find a way on by. Looks like a... Man, I go away for what, 2 weeks, and you guys all get new bikes? New helmets? A hot little style out of AJ Johnson in and out of turn number 3. He's still got McMorris all over the rear wheel, taking 2 on out to the main event. London Johnson trying to find a way on up in the program. Not quite going to get it done here. Going to go AJ Johnson and Tyler McMorris for your transfer spots out of 13. 14's a motor number. 15 intermediates. Got the Boogeyman Casey Myers, Malin Pokup, and the smooth operator Adam Wise. Looks like the Boogeyman and Pokup running 1 and 2. Wise on back to the 3 spot. Missing the Hurricane Campbell. So we're taking 1 rider on out to the main event out of this one. Still the Boogeyman sitting out front right now. Casey Myers coming out of Carthage, Missouri.
Attention.
Smooth operator on back to the 3 and newer intermediate, keeping pace as we go all the way back down to the line. 1 spot up for grabs. That spot going to go to the Boogeyman, Casey Myers. 15 is the moto number. 16 intermediates, guys. Seth Schwartz, Kyle Velasquez, and the captain, Jasper Kennedy. Pretty good shot at El Capitan as we come in and out of turn number 1. Got Kennedy and Velasquez are running 1 and 2. Schwartz on back to the 3 spot. Got a Bicycle Shack sandwich edge racing right in the middle, but it's all Jasper Kennedy as we come in and out of turn number 2. Total points racing on this one. Schwartz and Velasquez going to be fighting for the 2-3 spot all day long, but the captain putting a stamp on round number 1 all the way back to me. Going to go Kennedy for the first ace. Schwartz trying to find a way on by. Not enough. Velasquez going to come on back for the 2. Schwartz for the 3. 41 to 45 intermediate. 16 is the motor number. Got Scott Johnson, Thomas Robinson, and Brent Scott. Pretty good shot out of Scott Johnson as we come in at turn number 1. Edge racing colors. Oh, a little bit squirrely. You don't have to keep pedaling that quick, dude. Give yourself some time to get back on top of it. 647 right on back to the 2 spot, looking like Robinson Scott rounding out the top 3.
attention,
Okay, riders.
Single file through the section. Still Johnson, Robinson, and Scott.
Ready? Watch the gate.
Robinson pulling it in just a little bit closer, but it's all low points. Going to go Johnson, Robinson, Scott, 1, 2, and 3 out of 16. 17's a motor number. Welcome on up to the expert class. Got Kane and the Animal Dumares, Asher Luce, and the Freight Train of Jackson Bowie. Pretty good shot out of Bowie's. We come in turn number 1, Gold Cup 1 for the Bicycle Shack crew. A little airtime as well. Can you guys not almost wreck for like 5 minutes, please? No, they can't. Still Bowie, Luce, Dumares running 1, 2, and 3 down through the section. Luce trying to hold off the Animal, trying to find a way on by as we go down through the 4th straightaway. Or maybe he's not trying to find a way by. I don't really know.
Okay, riders. Random start.
Gonna go Bowie, Luce, and Dumares. Hey, if they're having fun, you can't really complain, right? Like, that's the important part. 18's a motor number. 10-year-old experts got Lynn, Bailey, Hawthorne, and Davidson. Pretty good shot out of Xavier Davidson as we go in and out of turn number 1. EJ Hawthorne finding a way on up to the 2 spot, followed up by Bailey and Lynn. But everybody else fighting for second right now as we come down through the 2 straightaway. Still, Davidson doing it for the Edge Racing crew out of Blue Springs, Missouri, repping the state number 1, coming back down through the section. EJ Hawthorne sticking it out just a little bit, gonna set himself into second place. Lynn all over the back wheel of Juice Box, trying to find a way on by.
Ready?
Xavier, that was not full effort. You are doing push-ups. Davidson going to grab the transfer out of 18, turn on over to 19, 17 to 20 expert. Madden and Tolfree out running 1, 2. Tolfree got the shot as we come out of turn number 1. Peyton Williams on back to the 3 spot. Madden trying to find a way on by. Total points. We get to see these two go at it all 3 rounds today, but it's all the speed racer sitting out front right now. Sugar Sean Madden trying to find a way on by as we go down through the section. Peyton's running 8.16. That's really cool.
Okay, riders. Random start.
But it's all Tolfree grabbing up round number 1 on low points. Going to go Madden for the 2 spot. Williams for the 3. 20 is the motor number. 26, 35-year-old experts got Christy Mercer, Jason Mercer, Nick Novotny, and Darren Nash. Pretty good shot out of Nash. Novotny going to slide on up to the 1 spot. Is he going to shut the door? Not quite enough. Nash going to come on by for the 1 down through the 2nd straightaway. Putting the Purple Heart Racing colors out on top. Gold Coast Daylight and Novotny on back to the 2. Looks like Jason and Chrissy Mercer running 3-4. What did he have to give you to get you to race? Oh, I love it. It makes you faster. All the way back to the line. Darren Nash going to grab that 1 and only transfer spot, followed up by Novotny. Jason Mercer, and give a hand for Chrissy Mercer. I haven't been here on Fridays, but I think this might be the first time racing, right? One of the first? Second.
Okay, riders. Random start.
Oh, I gotcha.
Ready? Watch the gate.
Nothing new. I'm not saying that. It's like riding a bike. 21, moto round number 1 out on track. 46, 50-year-old experts. Got Rod, Nunes, Edwards, Gary Blake, and Brian Peck. Pretty good shot out of Peck as we come in and out of turn number 1, doing it for the Donut Factory, followed by the 66 ride. That's Nunes, Edwards doing it for the Gold Coast Daylight crew out of Omaha, Nebraska. But it's all Peck and Edwards out running 1 and 2. Gary Blake on back to the 3 spot. As we go down through the section, total points on this one as well. They're going to do it all 3 rounds. Little style out of the TM all the way back to me. It's going to go Peck for the 1 spot and a low point. Nunes, Edwards going to get the 2. Blake going to get the 3. That'll do it for round number 1, everybody. Head on over to concessions while the line's not long. Get yourself something to eat, something to drink.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Gate is down on motor number 2. 10-year-old Cruiser's got Hawthorne, Stewart, and Holt in and out of turn number 1, taking 2 riders on out to a main event. Holt had the 2-spot. Team Money got down low, grabbed that white line. He's going to slide on up to second as we go in and out of turn number 2. Hawthorne had a little bobble. He's going to hold on tight for that 1 spot as we come in and out of turn number 2. Still Hawthorne, Stewart. Ivy Gwynn to staging. Ivy Gwynn to staging. Holt went by. Stewart gave him the low line treatment again as we come all the way back to the line. Hawthorne going to get a spot. And Team Money Stewart going to get that second and final transfer spot out of motor number 2. Ivy Gwynn to staging. Once again, Ivy Gwynn to staging. 3 is the motor number now. Oh. She said we just won't score. So, yeah, she can ride if she wants. Going to go Velasquez down through the 2 straightaway right now, sitting out on the 1 spot, followed by Peyton Williams. King on the outside looking in, trying to find a way on up. We're taking 2 riders on out to the main event. Still Velasquez and Williams running 1-2. Nice side as we come in and out of turn number 3 all the way back to the stripe. 2 spots up for grabs. King giving some chase. It's going to go Velasquez and Williams out of motor number 3.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Gate is down 500. Navi's getting loud for him again. Ivy Gwynn transferred out, said, I really want to race again. Piper Harves to staging. Piper Harves to staging. Surely she's like out here all the time and knows how this works, right? Oh, she doesn't ever race total points. She thinks she transferred out. Ivy Gwynn sitting out front right now. Raven holding on to the 2 spot. Both going to go on out to the main event. Ivy already got her spot. Raven going to get hers if she comes across the line. They'll do it again in the main event. Go, Raven. Go, go, go. Good job. Stand up, Raven. Good job. She said, fine. Keep standing up. Keep standing up all the way down through the section. Ivy sitting out front, Raven on the 2 spot all the way back to the line. That's what your main event's going to look like for the 5 and under novice class. Got Gwen and Kate's running 1-2 on that one. Both going on up into the main event. Hey, look who decided to show up. She looks over at me and just kind of glares. Love you. I can feel the sass being projected on me from here.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Gate is down. 6-year-old novice. 5 is the motor number. Got Carter Jackson, Alan Melman, and Piper Harves. Pretty good shot out of Jackson on the outside line. Melman right there as well, but it's all Piper Harves as we go in and out of turn number 1. Oh, Carter trying to make the outside line work. Allen trying to make that inside line hold. Going to get up the 2nd spot as we go down through the 2 straightaway. Nice and tight. Not even single file. They're closer than that. Going to go Harves, Melman, and Jackson 1, 2, and 3. Everybody going on out to the main event, just racing for low points. Melman trying to put himself tied for the 2nd spot, maybe even a little better as we go down through the section. All over the back wheel of Harves, trying to make something happen, sitting on the outside hip as we get out of the 3rd and final corner all the way back home.
Random start. Riders ready.
You got to go, kids. Close, but no cigar. Going to go Harves, Melman, and Jackson 1, 2, and 3 on that one. And tying things up with Carter for 2nd in the main event. 6 is now the motor number 7-year-old novice. Got Fast Edit Bailey, Layla Lynn, and Isabella Gwynn. Got Layla with the whole shot once again as we go down through the 2nd straightaway. But here comes Fast Edit Bailey trying to make something happen as we go into turn number 2. Made the move again, just made the move a little bit earlier than he did in round number 1. All the way back to me. Going to go Elliott. Looks like Isabella Gwynn trying to find a way on by down through the section. Going to go Bailey, Gwynn, and Lynn 1, 2, and 3 as we come down the last straightaway all the way back to the stripe.
Ready, watch the gate.
That's how it's going to go. Elliott Bailey going to grab up another ace Isabella Gwynn for another 2. Layla Lynn for a 3 out of motor number 6. Seven is the motor number. 9-year-old novice got Johnny Melman, Remy Robinson, and Haley Velasquez. Got Johnny Melman sitting out right now, followed by Remy and Haley running 2-3s. We go in and out of turn number 2. Still Johnny Melman trying to stretch it on out just a little bit. Remy on back to the 2 spot. Love to see her back up on her feet after a spill in round number 1. Haley back to the 3 as well. All the way back to me. That's how it's going to go. Wire-to-wire win for Melman. Going to go into the main event on low points, a 1 and a 1. Remy Robinson going to tie things up with a 2 spot. Velasquez for a 3. 12-year-old novice gate is down. Believe we got 2 riders coming on out. Looks like Riley King and Jacqueline Harrell both going on out to the main event. Got a boat ride coming all the way back to us. Did somebody yell over on the first straightaway, or was that back here? I'm crazy. Riley King sitting out front right now. Harrell on back to the 2 spot. Single file as we go in and out of the second corner. Hold on to it, Riley. You just got to cross the line. You got to go faster, Jacqueline. What do you think this is, a joyride? Pick up the pace. Come on.
Attention.
Okay, riders.
In and out of turn number 3. Riley King going to go wire to wire on this one. Grab up that first transfer spot. And all the way back to me, Jacqueline Harrell going to get the second and final spot out of 8. 9 is the motor number. 15-year-old novice guy, Visnich and Laney going in and out of turn 1. Total points racing on this one. Oh, a little square. Laney going to hold on to it as we go down through the 2 straightaway. Going to go Blake and Skylar out running 1 and 2.
Attention.
Okay, riders. Random start.
In and out of turn number 3, all the way back to me. Blake trying to grab a low point once again for the main event. That's how it's going to go. Going to go Lenny and Visnich 1 and 2 out of motor number 9. 10 is the motor number. 8-year-old intermediates guy, Miller, Miracle, and Daly. Pretty shot out of Axel Miracle once again as we go in and out of turn number 1. Miller trying to find a way on by. Going to set himself up on the outside as we go down through the section. Miracle trying to hold strong on that 1 spot as we go in and out of turn number 2. Still going to go Miracle, Miller, Daly on back to the 3, keeping things nice and close as we go down through the section. Miller trying to find every way on by. Pretty good shot down through the section. Miracle trying to hold that inside line tight as we go in and out of turn number 3. Miller got a nose on him. Axel held his inside line. We got a drag race coming all the way back to the stripe.
Attention.
A little bobble out of Miller. Going to get Axel to shut it on down. Going to go Austin Miller for another ace. Miracle with a hard fought 2 and Daly with a 3. 11 is the moto number. 10-year-old intermediates got T-Money Stewart and Dylan Stinky Harrell. Both going on out to the main event. Got a boat ride once again. Pretty good shot out of T-Money, but it's all Harrell cashing the check as we come out of turn number 1. Cha-ching for a whole shot. Bicycle Shack Colors leading them down through the second straightaway right now as we go in and out of turn number 2. Still Harrell and T-Money wheel to wheel as we go down through the section. T-Money trying to find a way on by.
Attention.
Okay, riders. Random start.
Dylan, you're going to start doing push-ups too. All the way back to the line, Harrell and T-Money Stewart both going to get transfer spots out of 11. 12 is the motor number. Brought to you by Edge Racing as we go down in and out of turn number 1. Got Davidson with a whole shot, followed by Benny the Jet Bass and Ethan Deal. It's a weird realization when I want to call Ethan a nickname because both of his big brothers had like nicknames when they were little. And I realize I don't have one for him. And then even scarier, I realize he's not little enough to have one of those cute little nicknames anymore. I'm getting old. He said, quit it. Young whippersnapper. Down through to the 4th straightaway. Benny the Jet keeping it nice and close as we come all the way back to the line. Total points on this one going to go Davidson, Bass, and Deal 1, 2, and 3.
Riders, random start. Riders ready. Watch the gate.
13 is the motor number. 12-year-old intermediates guy, Mac Roberts, Derek Wise, and Lennon Johnson. Pretty good shot out of Wise out of the middle of the pack. He's got Lennon Johnson and Mac Roberts right in the hip pocket as we go in and out of turn number 1. Still going to be Wise, Johnson, Roberts. They were 3 wide coming out of turn number 1. Going to tuck it in single file. Going to go Wise, Johnson, Roberts in that order. Taking 2 on out to the main event as we go into the section. Bikes for the likes of us colors. Wise still sitting out on the 1 spot. He's got a whole lot of Lennon Johnson trying to find a way on by. Trying to hold off Mac Roberts, who's trying to move on up in the program on a Saturday as we come all the way back home. Johnson stretching it on out just a little bit of airtime.
Watch the gate.
That's how it's going to go. Going to go Derek Wise for a spot along with London Johnson out of motor number 13. 14 is the motor number. 15-year-old intermediate's got Malin Pokup and smooth operator Adam Wise. I don't think he's racing, Matt.
Attention.
In and out of turn number 3, taking 2 on out to the main event. 2 rolling back to me. Looks like Pokup and the smooth operator out running 1-2 all the way back home. That's how it's going to go out of 14. Pokup and Wise moving on. 15 now the motor number 16-year-old intermediates. Guys, Schwartz, Velasquez, and Kennedy. The captain got a good shot out of turn number 1 once again. I was waiting for him to sky it up all the way back home. Big old triple out of turn number 1. Nag 15 right for the Bicycle Shack crew, leading them in and out of turn number 2. Still got Velasquez and Schwartz running 2-3 in the hip pocket. Put the clips on for round number 2. I think he was running flats in round 1. He said, all right, I'm not playing around anymore. Good one coming for the 2-3, but it's all Kennedy for the 1 spot. Looks like Velasquez is going to hold on for the 2 out of 15. 16 is the moto number. Pretty good shot out of Johnson. Is out of turn number 141-45 intermediates. Got Scott Johnson, Thomas Robinson, and Brent Scott. That's how they're running down through the 2 straightaway right now. Still got Johnson, Robinson, Scott, 1, 2, and 3. Scott trying to lock down another low point as we go down through the section. Thomas Robinson trying to hold off the whole wide world. Brent Scott all over that back wheel, trying every trick in the book to find a way on by. Total points on this one. They're going to do it all 3 times all the way back home. Johnson going to grab up another ace. Thomas Robinson for another deuce. And Scott for the 3. 17 is the motor number. Got Asher Luce and Jackson Bowie. The freight train got a good shot out of turn number 1 once again. Going to go Bowie and Luce the Gold Cup 1 and 2. I have a feeling they just got those plates this last weekend, huh? Still Bicycle Shack colors holding strong down through the section. Bowie, total points on this one. Once again, they're going to do it all night long. Luce trying to find a way on by. See if he can steal a point, make things tight for the main event all the way back home. Bowie going to do enough to lock it down all the way back to the stripe. Going to go Bowie and Luce, your 1 and 2. 18 is a motor number. 10-year-old experts. Pretty good shot out of Hawthorne. Whole shot as we come in and out of turn number 1. It's all Hawthorne, followed up by Bailey and Lynn, 1, 2, and 3. Oh, EJ got a little squirrely going into turn 2. He holds on tight to it. He's going to come out through the section with a little bit of a gap. Got his freaky fast teammate. That's Bailey in tow. Lynn trying to find a way on up in the program, taking 2 riders on out to a main event out of this one as we come all the way back home.
Okay, riders, random start.
That's how it's going to go. Going to go Hawthorne, Bailey, and Lynn, 1, 2, and 3. Bailey and Hawthorne with the transfer spots. Tying it up for the main event, are we, boys? You're slow. And Williams leading him down through the 2 straightaway right now. The 816 coming out of Carthage, Missouri, sitting out front, followed by Sugar Sean Madden and the speed racer Amir Tolfree. Please triple, please triple, please triple. Wow. That's push-ups. I'm grateful he's alive, dude. All the way back home, going to go Peyton Williams for a 1 spot. Sugar Sean Madden for a 2. Tolfree for a 3. They're going to be tied up come main events. Amir, go adjust your bars, check the forks, whatever you got to do.
Watch the gate.
Oh, my goodness. 20 is the motor number. 26, 35-year-old experts got Christy Mercer, Jason Mercer, and Nick Novotny. Pretty good shot out of Novotny. Coming out of Lone Jack, Missouri for the Gold Coast Daylight crew with a whole shot coming out of turn number 1 down through the 2 straightaway. Got Novotny and Jason Mercer out running on the 1, 2. Christy Mercer on back to the 3, taking 2 riders on out to the main event. Zoom, zoom, zoom.
Attention.
All the way back to me. 2 spots up for grabs once again. 1 spot going to go to Novotny. 2nd spot going to go to Jason Mercer. We love to see Christy out here racing, giving it a shot as well. Sounds like 2nd race back after a little hiatus. Wow, that was not great. 21 is the motor number. 46, 50-year-old experts got Nooney's Rod Edwards, Gary Blake, and Brian Peck, but it's all Peck as we go down through the 2 straightaway. The Donut Factory Head honcho as we come in and out of turn number 2. Still got Peck and Edwards running 1, 2. Gary Blake going back to the 3 spot. Do. Hey, your job's not done yet. There's still races out there. Gonna go Peck for the 1 spot and another low point. Nunes Edwards for the 2, Blake for the 3. That'll do it for round number 2. Go get a quick little breather. Once again, we'll Kendall, you got to do the old man sit. The way Colin's doing it. It's comfy, isn't it? It's not bad. Were you in turn number 1 the whole time and I didn't even see? Sorry.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Gate is down on motor number 2. 10-year-old Cruisers got Bowie, Hawthorne, and Stewart. Pretty good shot out of EJ Hawthorne as we go in and out of turn number 1. He held off the whole shot. The freight train going to have to play second fiddle as we come down through the 2 straightaway. Still Hawthorne, Bowie, Stewart, 1, 2, and 3. See what Bowie can make happen. See if he can track down Hawthorne. A little tired chirp out of Bowie. Carved a little too hard. He's got some ground to make up as we go down through the section. Hawthorne stretching it on out. Pedals are rolling from Bowie. Not quite enough to reel him in as we come all the way back home. Last-ditch effort in turn 3. Had to settle for P2 on the day. Going to go Hawthorne, Bowie, and Team Money Stewart. Your 1, 2, 3. Gate is down on the 14. Cruisers 3 is in a motor number. Got Velasquez, Williams, Myers, and Kepka. Pretty good shot out of Matthew Kepka as we turn number 1. The boogeyman had a chance at a high-low. Didn't quite seal the deal. Lost Velasquez right there out of turn number 1. Going to get him pop back on up to his feet. Little elbow rub with Williams, who's sitting on back to the 3 spot. Going to go Kepka, Myers, Williams, 1, 2, and 3. Here comes the boogeyman trying to squeeze on over. That'll do it. Sealing the deal going through turn 3. The boogeyman moving on up to the 1 spot, followed up by Kepka and Williams. That's how it's going to go. The boogeyman Myers coming on back for the 1 spot, followed up by Matthew Kepka and Peyton Williams. Your 1, 2, and 3. Getting Cody checked out over there in turn 1. We're up. We're talking. We're going to finish it on out. Of course we are. Give Cody a hand, everybody. Dad, what does Matt remind you of right now? Hold. Hold. I got memories from Shinedown concerts going back to when I was like
Okay, riders,
10.
random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Get loud for the 500 novices, everybody. Ivy Gwen and Raven Kate's been here doing it all day long. They're going to go down the first straightaway one more time. Pretty good shot out of Kate's on the outside line. Gwen had the advantage in the earlier 2 rounds. Kate's putting up a fight as we go in and out of turn number 1. Single file down through the second straight. Go, Raven. Go, go, go. Still Ivy Gwen sitting out front. Raven coming around the outside line, moving on up to the lead. See if Ivy's got anything for her in turn number 2. Not quite going to go Raven. Kate sitting out front right now. This one is as they cross, everybody. What you see is what you get. Ivy won the first 2. It doesn't matter now. Coming all the way back to the stripe. Whoever crosses first is going to be your winner on the day. Quinn trying to make up some ground as we go in and out of turn number 3. Raven trying to hold off the whole wide world and a charge as we come all back to me.
Here, riders.
Go, go, go. Nice and loud, everybody, all the way back to me. Raven Kate's grabbing up the win on a Saturday. Ivy Gwen going to come on home for the 2 out of motor number 4, 500 novice. 5 is the motor number. 6-year-old novice got Carter Jackson, Alan Melman, and Piper Harves. Pretty good shot out of Princess Piper as we go in and out of turn number 1. Taking more pedals than I've seen her taking a long time. Got Melman on back to the 2 spot. Carter Jackson on the 3. Alan and Carter are tied up for the 2 spot. Whoever finishes better out of those 2 is going to take home the 2 spot, but all the focus on Princess Piper right now as we come out of turn number 2. Melman sliding on up to the 2 spot. I've heard a little rumbling. This kid is sitting on 9 wins right now. Piper was super hesitant to move up. She's sitting out front right now. Melman trying to spoil the party as we go in and out of turn number 3. Low shot out of Melman. He's right there. It's going to be a close one all the way back to the line. Get loud, everybody. Your newest intermediate rider, Princess Piper Harves, coming on back for the 1 spot. Melman going to grab up the overall 2. Jackson for the 3.
Okay, riders. Random
How
start.
about that?
Riders ready. Watch the gate.
6 is the moto number 7-year-old novice guy, Bailey Lynn and Gwen. Pretty good shot out of Isabella. Gwen out of the inside line. Fast at it. Bailey trying to make something happen as we go in and out of turn number 1. I'm out of breath. Gonna go Gwen and Bailey running 1 and 2. Layla Lynn on back to the 3 spot. Total points racing on this one. Fast at it. Bailey sitting on 2 1s right now. Gonna slide on underneath in turn 2. Take away the 1 spot once again. Looking at a 1-1-1 now. Bailey trying to hold on as we go down through the section. Isabella Gwen once again trying to spoil the party, but Elliott just needs to finish in the top 2 for a victory on the day.
Attention.
All the way back home, that's how it's going to go. Freaky Fast Racing Colors, Elliott Bailey going to come home with the 1 spot. Isabella Gwynn going to take home the overall 2. Layla Lynn for the 3s. 7 is the moto number, 9-year-old novice guy, Johnny Melton, Remy Robinson, and Haley Velasquez. Pretty good shot out of Melman as we go in and out of turn number 1. Guy, Melman, Robinson, Velasquez in that order, running 1, 2, and 3. Single file stretching it on out just a little bit as Johnny Melman. He's got a whole lot of Remy Robinson right there in the rearview mirror. Remy and Haley are tied up for the 2 spot. Whoever crosses first going to come home with the 2 on the day. All the way back to me. Remy keeping it nice and close, but it's all Johnny Melman wire to wire on this one, grabbing up a 1-1-1
Random start.
for the overall 1 spot on the day. Robinson going to come on home for the 2. Haley Velasquez for the 3. 8 is the moto number, 12-year-old novice guy, Tucker Robinson, Jacqueline Rell, Maverick Miracle, and Riley King. Miracle picking up the pedals. Maverick sitting out front right now. He's got a whole lot of Tucker Robinson right there next to him, side by side, down through the 2 straightaway. Miracle trying to hold him off. He's got the inside line into turn number 2. Robinson trying to come on by. There goes Miracle. There goes Robinson. There goes King. Jacqueline Harrell sitting out front right now. We got a scramble for 2, 3, 4 all the way back home. Tucker's back up. Riley's back up. Maverick's back up. Jacqueline Harrell sitting out front right now. We call that an early Christmas present coming out of turn number 3 all the way back home. Holding off a charge. Robinson on the 2 spot. Here comes Riley King sliding on up to the 2. Robinson back to the 3. But all the way back home, Jacqueline Harrell, off of a league appearance over the summer, going to come home for a win. We'll wait for confirmation on the 2-3. But how about that, Jacqueline Harrell? Little crash avoidance. Just a racing deal right there. You got the inside line. You got to take the shot. $7.95. All right, Riley King coming on back for the 2 spot on that one. Robinson for the 3. 9 is the moto number, 15-year-old novice guy, Skylar Visnage and Blake Laney. By the way, everybody, that was Jacqueline's first place in the sport. He's here. Congratulations are in order.
Attention.
Okay, riders. Random start.
Right. That's exactly why trainers will teach you to pick up your bike in a scramble like that. 1, and another 1 all the way back home. Going to go Laney for the overall ace on the day. Visnage for the 2. 10 is the moto number. Guy, Miller, Miracle, and Daly. Pretty good shot at Axel. Miracle, Austin Miller trying to find a way on by once again. Miracle once again going to pin it up the inside line. Feel like I've seen this movie before. Axel going to tuck it on back. This time hold on for 2. Going to go Miller, Miracle, Daly, 1, 2, and 3 down through the section. Seth Daly trying to play spoiler. But Austin Miller trying to lock up a perfect day all the way back home.
Watch the gate.
That's how it's going to go. Going to go Miller, Miracle, and Daly, 1, 2, and 3. Turn over to 10-year-old intermediates, moto number 11. Trenton T-Money, Stuart Creighton, Harves, and Dylan Stinky Harrell. Wide line once again. Harves got a pretty good shot. Harrell trying to hold on tight, little bobble down through the second straightaway right now, but it's all Edge Racing Colors sitting out front right now. A Curly Creighton Harves. And we had one once today. I might get to be the luckiest big brother in the world. This kid's sitting on 19 wins as we go in and out of turn number 3. Harrell trying to catch him, not quite enough. Get loud, ladies and gentlemen, your newest expert rider, Creighton Harves. Gonna go Harves, Harrell, and T-Money Stewart, 1, 2, and 3.
Attention.
What a
Okay,
day
riders,
for me.
random start.
I feel like the best big brother in the world right now.
Watch the gate.
Shut up, Casey. The moto number 11-year-old intermediates guy, Benny the Jet Bass, Ethan Deal, and Corbin Davidson. Pretty good shot out of Davidson once again as we come out of turn number one. He's been sitting out front all day long. Ones on the board for Davidson. Benny the Jet Bass sitting on the two, trying to reel him in just a little bit. Deal sitting back to the three. This moto is brought to you by Get Off My Lawn, Dan Lopez, and the entire Edge Racing crew. Got 3 Edge riders going down through the section. Still quit it, he says. Ethan, I will do as I please. All the way back home for Corbin Davidson. A perfect day for him as well. Going to go Davidson, Bass, Deal, your 1, 2, and 3. 12 intermediates, 13's the moto number guy. Tyler McMorris, Derek Wise, and AJ Johnson. Johnson and Johnson. Down through the two straightaway. AJ Johnson, Freaky Fast Racing Color sitting out front. Got Derek Wise and London Johnson running on the 2-3. McMorris on back to the 4. Tyler, what happened, dude? He said, I don't know. Oh, that means I wanted to jump. Got it. London Johnson trying to find a way on by. Wise as we come in and out of turn number 3, but it's all AJ Johnson coming wire to wire on this one all the way back home.
Okay, riders.
Doing it for the Freaky Fast crew. Going to go AJ Johnson for the 1 spot on the day, followed by Wise and London Johnson. 14 is the moto number, 15-year-old intermediate. It's got the boogeyman case of Malin Pokup and the smooth operator Adam Wise. Pokup trying to reel in the boogeyman as we come in and out of turn number 1. Guy, Myers, Pokup, and Wise running 1, 2, and 3. It's all the boogeyman case of Myers coming out of Carthage, Missouri. Cam Motorsports as we go down through the section in and out of turn number 3, followed by Pokup and Wise. Single file all day long. That's how it's going to go all the way back to the stripe.
Okay, riders. Random
Casey
start.
Myers going to come on home for the 1 spot. Malin Pokup for the 2, and Wise for the 3. 15 is the moto number, 16 intermediates. Got Seth Schwartz, Kyle Vasquez, and Captain Jasper Kennedy. The captain trying to make it 3 in a row. Another perfect day as we come down through the 2 straightaway in and out of turn number 2. It's all bicycle check colors in NAG 15 and the captain out front right now, followed up by Velasquez and Schwartz. Seth, you've switched shoes like 3 times today.
Attention.
Okay, riders. Random start.
All the way back to the line. Going to go Kennedy,
Riders.
Vasquez,
ready, watch the
and
gate.
Schwartz. Did you say I noticed the weirdest stuff? Yeah, fun fact, when I was like 10 years old, you could have shown me like a super zoomed in image of like any pro BMX rider's ankle, and I'd be like, oh yeah, I see that clip shoe, that's blah, blah, blah. My dad's like, you have a problem. Undiagnosed, but pretty sure. Got Johnson, Robinson, and Scott out running 1, 2, and 3 as we go down through the section. Total points. This one, Scott Johnson sitting on 2 aces as we come all the way back to the line, trying to make it 3 for 3 all the way back home. Meanwhile, Scott sitting on the 2 spot. Robinson trying to find a way on by. Going to go Scott Johnson for the overall 1. Brent Scott going to get the 2 in the overall 3. Robinson for the 2 spot overall. That was 113, 647, and the 080. 17, now the motor number 8-year-old experts guy, the animal of Caden Dumers, sitting this one out. It looks like, oh no, he's out there. Cool. Toughing it out. Got the train of Bowie sitting out front right now. Got Bowie loose. Dumers running 1, 2, and 3. Gold Cup 1, wire to wire all day long, all the way back home. Going to go Bowie for the overall ace. Loose for the overall 2. Animal going to get the 3. '18 is the moto number, 10-year-old ex-god, Juicebox Bailey, EJ Hawthorne, and Xavier Davidson. Here comes Hawthorne trying to spoil the party. Davidson going to come out with the 1 spot. Hawthorne giving him all he's got, though, as we go down through the 2 straightaway. Still Davidson, Hawthorne, and Bailey. 1, 2, and 3 got Edge Racing, followed up by a freaky fast tandem of Hawthorne and Bailey trying to give him everything they've got all the way back to the line.
Attention.
Xavier stretching it out just a little bit, not without effort from EJ Hawthorne, though, all the way back to me. A little bit of style out of Davidson. That's 40 push-ups you owe me, sir. Going to go Davidson, Hawthorne, and Bailey, your overall 1, 2, and 3. 19, now the motor number 17, 20. Sugar Sean Madden, Tolfrey, and Peyton Williams. Pretty good shot out of Madden this time. They're tied up as we go in and out of turn number 1. Back down the 2 straightaway. Madden sitting out front. Tolfrey trying to work the track speed, find a way on by as we come all the way back home. Oh, tires might have rubbed right there. They're side by side. Here goes Madden. Here goes Tolfrey. Madden going to run that inside line. He pulled brake. You could have sent him over the corner, Sean. It's okay.
Okay, riders.
He said, thank you, Sean. Tolfree coming home for the overall 1, Madden for the 2, and Williams for the 3. 20 is the motor number guy, Nash, Novotny, and Mercer. Going to go Nash and Novotny in and out of turn number 1, out on the 1, 2. Mercer on back to the 3. Good job, dude. All the way back to me, still Nash, Novotny, Mercer out running 1, 2, and 3. Been doing it for most of the day. This one is as they cross. What you see is what you get.
Okay, riders. Random start.
Purple Heart Racing colors out front. Going to go Nash, Novotny, and Mercer 1, 2, and 3. Lead change up front for most of the day. Peck was, but it's all Nooney's out front right now. Looks like Edwards got Edwards, Peck, and Blake running 1, 2, and 3, but it's a total points moto. Brian knows the score. He says got to finish in the top 2, and he'll come on home for the overall ace. He said, arr. He said, bark, bark. All the way back to me. Going to go Gold Coast Daylight colors to Edwards with the 1 and the overall 2nd. Brian Peck going to come home with the overall 1 spot. Gary Blake for the 3. That'll do it, everybody. Thanks for coming out here at Blue Springs BMX. I believe sunset is about 10 minutes out. It's starting to set over there on the horizon. I don't know the schedule. Are we doing dance party? Or are we doing movie? What's... Okay, all the kids can come out on the first straightaway while we set up for the movie.